This sphere, this total containment vessel we're looking at is $245,000. If we found a device in downtown Scranton, we had to dispose of it. We had to get it out of Scranton. There was nothing that we could do to, to mitigate whatever the device was in the middle of Scranton. We could put it inside there robotically or by hand in the bomb suit, put it inside there, seal that up, and that's a total containment. There's 3 different kinds of containment vessels. There's a single vent, double vent, and a total containment. Total containment means is we can put an explosive device in there and detonate it, and nothing happens here. And this is also total containment in terms of if it were a dirty bomb, if we encountered a biological, nuclear, or chemical bomb, IED, we can put it in here, and this comes apart. We can come up in here remotely. We would come up on scene, and we would set this up and then make a determination whether we're going to do it manually by hand or we're going to use the robotic to load this. If we have a dirty bomb, we're going to put it in this device, and basically the robot or in the bomb suit could come up here, and then we would put the bomb device in the basket. That would slide back in. All we have to do is bump that or kick it down with the robot, and then we can seal this up. Now we have a contaminated bomb. We have a nuclear device, a biological or chemical, and we can either detonate it in there. We can set that up so that we can detonate it inside the sphere. Then we have capability of sampling the air inside of that sphere and taking it out through this vacuum process and pull the contamination into it, or sample the contamination, pull it into this device here, into this cylinder. This would be sealed up, removed from here, handed to someone, and it would be transported to a lab to be analyzed to find out what's inside of that, what's inside the sphere and what's inside of the bomb. And or we use this to transport that. We pick up a device in the middle of town, we put a device in here and we transport it out to a remote location down here, and we would dispose of it, detonate it out in the middle of the field someplace. This is an F6B Remotech robot. This handles anything that we can get this into to handle any kind of device remotely, which saves the bomb tech from having to put the suit on and being exposed to the IED or the bomb or the explosive, whatever we happen to be dealing with, or whatever contamination we might be dealing with. A lot of bomb squads have these. I mean, basically the military used it overseas first, and then Remotech, they're being produced and bought by the bomb. This is $335,000. Has a lot of capabilities. Has a very powerful radio on it. We've operated that up to 3/4 of a mile. We took a pipe bomb out of a home in Pocono Country Place, and we transported it by this. We didn't even have to touch it. I mean, I had to put the suit on to get it out of the bedroom because it was too small to get the robot inside the house. So put the suit on, got the pipe bomb out of the bedroom, set it on the ground, the robot picked it up, took it 3/4 of a mile down the road, and we detonated it. These cameras it'll zoom 245 times. I mean,
you operate it from inside the trunk?
We operate, yeah. The rest of it's inside. If we're in a place where the radio's not working, we can go to fiber optic control. There's a spool that goes on the back, and we can go out fiber optically, which gives us, we don't have to worry about any outside interference from radio transmissions. Say you send a bomb tech downrange and something happened to him downrange, and it's a contaminated environment, we can send a robot down and literally drag them out. That'll drag a down person out of a hot zone. You wouldn't have to risk other lives to save that life. He's putting a bomb suit on now. This
So participants in this class can get in one of these, huh?
if they want. We've had a couple people volunteer to do it. It weighs in excess of 80 pounds just in the configuration it's in right now. You got it? It's blast proof, it's fire retardant, it's not airtight, so I mean you're not protected from the environment. The helmet, he's going to put the helmet on right now. The bomb suit itself is close to $25,000. The helmet's almost $8,000. That's pretty significant. That's about 12 pounds on your cranium when you're working around. It's kind of tough on your neck muscles. This is all about just survivability. There's no hand protection, so you're probably not going to have your hands. You're on the team, so you're going in. In school, they throw you down on the ground, they kick you on your back like you're a turtle, and then you got to wallow your way back up off the ground. very difficult. Kevlar, primarily Kevlar, like the stuff that's inside a bulletproof vest is on the inside of that. The plate in the front there, you can see the for the protrusion for the groin, and that's ceramic and for your organs, and all the protection is in the front. So if you ever see a bomb, if your bomb guy approaches an IED or a device, you approach it from the front and you never turn your back on it. You'll back away from it because there's not as much protection in the back. You could see the board that went down his back and protruded past his glutes was that's to keep your back from being broken if you're blasted back. He has an IED, simulated IED over there by the thing. He's gonna walk over there and show you what he would do, how he would approach that. If that was an actual device and we wanted to take care of that, he's going to go take an X-ray. And see how he backs away from the device because all the protection is in the front of the suit. You don't have near the protection in the back. He brings all the equipment back with him so he doesn't leave any flying parts. You can see that's an X-ray of the device that he just took next to the car there that you filmed. And you can see all the different components in there, and into a trained eye we can identify a lot of the parts. You can see a couple things here. I can see and identify right away. There's 3 blasting caps inside of that device, so that's definitely an IED. So, and then there's other things in here, like they've added things to this IED, like screws and nuts and bolts and stuff for fragment. Well, we would also analyze this to a degree, you know, to make a determination how we're going to take that apart or how we're going to move it. Should we move it? Shouldn't we move it? What, you know, I mean, there's a whole lot of, there's a logic tree that we start just chopping this thing apart and analyzing it right down to, you know, how we get rid of it, how we don't get rid of it. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to build an IED. They're very rudimentary, they can be made very easily, and people need to know and understand that so they know what to look for. The Scranton Police Department has the capabilities to provide the protection and security that they deserve, and we just want people to know and understand what our capabilities are.